Hello, I am Snehal Kanade and here I am a topic on introduction of pharmacovigilance. So first, what is pharmacovigilance? So pharmaco means drug and vigilance means keep watching. So pharmacovigilance is defined as a science relating the detection, assessment, prevention and understandings of adverse reaction of particular long time and short term of medicine. So it was until 1986 the pharmacol of adverse reaction of monitoring system is consistent in 12 region of centers, each covering a population of 15 and millions was proposed for the India 1997. So India joined hand the World Health Organization of adverse reaction. So monitoring program is based in Uppsala University. So pharmaceutical industry of a primary responsibility of a safety medicines for the safety of a drug development, and they are after throughout the lifetime of a drug. So many companies are developing innovation and the efficiency product of have contributed to the detection and assessment of new safety signals of encouraged by the 1998 of Iris Declaration of Community of a drug safety of communication and the exchange information between the industry and regulatory authorities and the public has the improved to the pharmacovigilance system. So what is the aim of pharmacovigilance? So first, the research and efficacy of a drug by the monitoring the adverse reaction and the adverse drug information of the lab of a pharmacy, and then the for of many years. So pharmacovigilance is a keep track of many drastic of effect of drugs, so improve public health and safety in relation of medicine, so contribute to the assessment and detection of benefits, so harmful effect and effectiveness of risk medicines, and the encouraging and their safe and the rational and more effective of use. So then the promote of understanding, education, clinical training of a pharmacovigilance, and the effective communication of the public. So what need of a pharmacovigilance? So it is a widely accepted that the clinical development of medicines in a complex process which the require a huge amount of time and it's a complication. So one of a best drug of marketed, it leaves the secure and the protect of scientific environment of a clinical trial, and it is a free of consumption and by the general public, and at this point the most of medicines will only have been the tested of short term and long term of efficacy of a limited number of carefully selected by the individually. So hence a need of pharmacovigilance arise which included the securing of early detection and the new adverse reaction of a patient of a subgroup of exception of sensitivity, and the introduction of a certain measure that the under the real life condition and of the marketed. So objective of pharmacovigilance is the main object of pharmacovigilance involve exhibiting of efficacy of drugs and monitoring of the adverse public of the reaction. So many years of a lab of pharmacy, the tracking of a drastics of a effect and the drug improving of a public health and safety efficacy of a relationship used in the medicine. So encouraging the safe and the rational cost of effective, the tracking any metrics of effect are the cost effective of a drug. So promoting the understanding, the education, the training, the clinical training of a pharmacovigilance and the effective communication is in the public, in the improve patients of a safe and care, the use of medicine of all medical and paramedical intervention. So research and the efficacy of drugs by the monitoring of adverse reaction, the risk of the pharmacy of the many years. So pharmacovigilance keep track of any drastic effect of a drug. They are improve public health and the safety relationship use of a medicine. They are promoting understanding education of a clinical of a pharmacovigilance. So what role of pharmacovigilance? The pharmacovigilance to check the safety and monitoring of a clinical trials. They are involved in collecting adverse reaction, adverse effects of the laboratory investigation of the details, the clinical examination of the patient. So pharmacovigilance may the involve in various degree in all phases of clinical trial, including the planning of executions of the data analysis and the reporting of the safety. So pharmacovigilance approve the drug regulatory authorities and need to go further than approval new medicine. What medicines are the widely range of the issue of relating of the safety of medicine. They are clinical trials, then the safe of complementary of the traditional medicine and vaccinated, then the biological medicines, the receipt of the processing and the reporting of adverse reaction. They are the following of the report to the further details in case of. So pharmacovigilance program need to maintain strong link with the drug regulatory authorities in ensure to that the later as will be the safety issue of everyday and the clinical practices. So these issues are the relevant of the future regulatory actions or the concern to the merge in the public domain. So the good pharmacovigilance practices risk assessment, the risk minimize of a FDA and the risk management. So the assessment of the product benefit, the risk balance, then the develop of a implementing tool the minimize the risk, then the evaluating tool effective and the realizing of benefits of risk balance, then they are making adjustment and the appropriate of the risk minimization tool of a further improve of benefit of the risk balance. These are the four process should be continuous throughout the product of life cycle, and then the result of risk assessment and the risk management. They are the information of the sponsor of decision regarding the risk management. So this is the introduction of pharmacovigilance.